Hi, this is Carlos Johnson, the friend of the family. And that sound you just heard? Well, it's either the sound of someone awakening from a great night's sleep or the sound of someone who didn't get a good night's sleep at all. Fact of the matter is, our bodies need rest in order to recharge, rejuvenate, and be ready for the demands of the day. What we've learned from research is that children ages 5 to 12 need 10 to 11 hours of sleep each night. We've also learned from the research that sleep deficit has major consequences in the classroom. When our children don't sleep, they don't perform. When our children don't get good rest, they can't win. How important is sleep? Well, what we've learned from a research study by Harvard Health is that sleep affects at least 4 key areas in our children: learning and memory, safety, moods, and cardiovascular health. We're going to look at all 4 of those during our conversation and time together today. Let's start with learning and memory. When our children's brains have been rested, when they've been restored, they can be ready to remember what they've learned throughout the week. Memory comes in very helpful when they're taking pop quizzes or standardized tests. It helps them to be alert in the classroom, to pay attention, to concentrate on tasks, to solve problems, to be critical thinkers, to be creative and to think outside of the box. When our child's memories, their minds have been well rested, then the teacher, their coach, can work on that brain, the muscle, to help them become greater, better, and even more informed decision makers. There's that oops sound. I'm not crazy about hearing it because when I hear it, I know there's been a mistake. When our children lack the proper sleep, they tend to fall asleep throughout the day, during class, an important time. They're more prone to making mistakes like tripping over their own feet going up and down the stairs. They're more prone to make bad decisions, be in bad conversations or interactions, or getting to verbal sparring matches with their peers or even with those who are in authority over them, making bad decisions. They're just more likely to have more accidents. And when they're more likely to have more accidents because they haven't rested, their safety is at risk. I want to make sure that we're all real clear about how our children finally get sleep deprived. It doesn't just happen because they missed a full night's rest on Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday. It happens because they've missed good night's sleep over days, maybe a week or 2. It doesn't happen just because they stayed up late one night, because they had to be with you late one night. It happens because they've grown into a pattern or a habit of not getting good rest. It happens when the home environment is not very conducive for good rest, when their room environment is not conducive for good rest. That's when sleep deprivation becomes dangerous to classroom performance. Congratulations, you've just completed session 1. Please proceed to session 2, the final session.